Time for another haul video. Hasn't really been that long, has it? Yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff here I'm going to show off. Mostly VHS tapes, so I hope you guys are really into those. I have some figures too I'm going to show off. Stuff that I've gotten, off the discount rack and thrift stores and stuff. I'm even including some eBay items as well, if that's okay. I don't remember which ones came from eBay, but some of these did. They've just been kind of piled up on this table, and I need to get them off, so that's why we're doing a video. I'm thinking of also changing this segment. I was calling it like Thrift Store Treasures or something like that. I might change it to Secondhand Scores because of, discounted action figures from other places. Speaking of which, let's start with the action figures. I have exactly 3, so this won't take that long. So we'll show these off because there are ones that are really cool. First, I haven't bought a Star Wars figure in a very long time. There's a lot of reasons for that, but I finally got a hold of one that I really, really wanted, and here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest Star Wars character ever, Jaxxon. Yes, aka not Bucky O'Hare. So, this character has a very interesting backstory. He's from, really early Star Wars, one of the early comics he appeared in. I don't remember exactly what the context was. I think he's one of, Han Solo's buddies or something. And apparently George Lucas hated the character and tried to retcon him. And then after, he sold Star Wars and other people were working with Star Wars, they started bringing things back that Lucas decided that he didn't want in Star Wars. It's a shame because I think people like this character, but George is like, no, it's my character. I can do whatever I want with it. And everyone was like, oh, he's like, that's right. And then eventually he sold Star Wars and the rest is history. So yeah, Jaxxon, he's a space rabbit. I guess he's like a smuggler or maybe a bounty hunter or something. I don't remember his full backstory. They don't give backstories or anything on the back of action figure packages anymore, so we will never know until we look it up online. So this is part of the Black Series Star Wars. Unfortunately, he's got a more realistic look in the action figure form as opposed to this. I prefer this, to be honest, the more toony look. But, hey, we take what we can get. Maybe they'll release this at some point. Although I doubt it because I got this for super cheap, and I'm guessing nobody really wanted it because nobody cared about this character except weird people like me. It's a shame. I would have preferred this as an action figure. I would have displayed him next to Space Usagi, and I would have gotten that Bucky O'Hare figure that they released years ago. Could have had them together. All right, next up, another pickup I found at Ross. Last time I did a haul video, I was talking about how I found some discounted action figures at Ross. And I just happened to be at a different Ross that I had been to, and I found this guy, Edgin from the Dungeons and Dragons movie that I still haven't seen yet. I'm busy. But yeah, it's one of the characters that I couldn't find. It is actually Chris Pine's character, who I assume is the main character. He's the bard, obviously, what with the loot he carries around. $4 or $5 rather, marked down. Not bad at all for an action figure. This is the 4 out of the 6 main characters of that movie. I doubt I'll find the other ones anywhere, but, well, who knows. I'll keep checking. So here was, for the last action figure I found, this one was a surprising find. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, it's Vax'ildan from Critical Role / Legend of Vox Machina, which is a great show. Yeah, actually a very oversized package for this guy. This is from the character from Critical Role. Unfortunately, this is the only one that I saw at any of the Rosses I've been to. They had tons of him at different stores. So don't know what happened to all the other characters. That's kind of weird to me. Typically, like I said in the last video, well, by the way, $5, not bad at all. Marked down from 13 or roughly. I have a feeling it was more than that. I think that's just a rough guess of how much that was. So what's weird to me is like how specific characters show up in like mass quantities in, discounted places like this. Is that like a sign of maybe the character was not that popular or something? Which is weird because Vox Machina and Critical Role are great. Well, I actually, believe it or not, I've not watched any of Critical Role. I've seen the show though; it's great. But yeah, like he's a cool character. Like, what, is nobody buying the figures? Like, what's up there? And why only him? These are questions I need answered. Feel free to chime off in the comment section, experts. All right, let's move our three friends off to the side here and make room for the stars of the show, the VHS tapes that I have many of. And my God, do I have many of them. I'm just going to go at it here. Let's start with the non-animated stuff, which is only 2 of. First one, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Movie that I do really like, but I don't always go to it. It's interesting seeing people overanalyze this movie these days, basically coming to the conclusion that Ferris Bueller is, in fact, the villain of this movie because of all the things he does. But it is still a fun movie to watch. Very funny, very quotable, very memorable. The reason why I picked this up is because this tape is in very good condition. Like, look at that. That's like straight from the video store. Unbelievable. Whoever had this last took very good care of it, and now it's in my possession, and I, too, will take very good care of it. Look how pristine that tape is. It's like brand new from 40 years ago or whenever this movie came out. I think there is a little bit of schmutz right there, but you know what? You would have never known that was there if I hadn't pointed it out. All right. So the other live-action tape I got is E.T., the Extraterrestrial. So you notice that this one doesn't have a slipcover. Well, there's a reason for that. I found this at one of the thrift stores just like this with no slipcover. The reason why I picked it up is because I had the slipcover. This is the original E.T. VHS that I had as a kid. The tape is long gone. I don't know what happened to it, but I somehow kept the slipcover. So now I have one to complete the collection with. That's so satisfying. What's interesting about this tape, you notice that it has the green flap on it. The one that I had originally with this case, I remember it having a green flap. So I'm guessing that's just a thing with the E.T. VHS or something. I don't know. Feel free to let me know about that. Actually, hold on a second. Let me check something. So it's funny. It says Universal on there. I'm wondering. Oh no, was this the wrong tape? No, that can't be. And I can prove it right now. So I have another copy of E.T. This one actually is from Universal, MGM Universal. You know, MGM. It might be okay. I remember the cover being green. So this one is just like a normal tape. So yeah, I'm guessing. All right, I don't know. It looks like the one that I originally have, and therefore we're gonna keep it with the slipcover. There we go. This one actually was given to me by my cousin, who was getting rid of a bunch of VHS tapes, and I was like, "I'll take them," and he's like, "All right." So he just brought me like bags of VHS tapes. A lot of them I didn't keep because I had duplicates, but yeah, I tend to do that sometimes with my relatives. I'm like, hey, remember like all those games you had, all those tapes and toys and stuff? If you don't want them anymore, I'll take them. And sometimes they give them to me. It's great. So I gotta hit up my cousins because they're about my age and they probably still have their toys. And I'm just like, I want them. What I do like to bring up though is this whole thing. MCA. What am I talking about? MGM. MCA. No, that's correct. It's correct. I deem it correct. Shut up. So what's funny is I had the slipcover for this, but not the tape. I haven't brought this up anywhere, but I would like to bring it up now since we're talking about it. I have a tape that I lost the slipcover for. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super Rocksteady, and Mighty Bebop for the animated series. I don't know what happened to the cover of this tape. This is originally mine from when I was a kid. I have a small collection of Ninja Turtles tapes. I don't know where the cover is. It's probably long gone and damaged and destroyed. if anybody out there just happens to have the cover of this specific tape, get in touch and we'll talk business. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there since we were talking about tapes with, without slip covers. It's a shame when that happens because this isn't exactly the type of thing that's easy to replace, All right, so that is it for the live action tapes. There's only a couple. Again, there has been slim pickings when it comes to VHS tapes lately, but I did manage to accumulate quite a bit, so we're going to go through those right now. Continuing my quest to collect all of the Disney tapes, we've got Melody Time with Donald Duck and Johnny Appleseed, and I forget this guy's name. This was like one of the many variety, like sing-along tape or music tapes, Disney did a bunch of these. There was like Make Mine Melody and a bunch of other ones. Probably shown them off. Like the little rabbit fellas down there. They're cute. Yeah, this one I definitely did not have, so I had to get that. Getting close to, I think, completing the collection, although not really, because I'm now realizing that there have been re-releases too. So here's Sleeping Beauty. I have the original Sleeping Beauty, the black diamond tape, which is apparently worth millions of dollars according to internet people. It's not. But I found the Masterpiece Collection, fully restored, limited edition with THX. The audience is now deaf. So, yeah, I have that. I also found Peter Pan. Again, Masterpiece Collection, fully restored, limited edition, 45th anniversary. Very nice. So I have that. I also found, this was a pretty surprising find, The Little Mermaid, still sealed, Masterpiece Collection. Yeah, there you go. It's very good. You get a good shot of Ariel there. Unfortunately, you don't have that great artwork of the castle in the background. Very, very cool artwork of that castle in the background. It's a shame that they didn't use that in anything else. But hey, what are you gonna do? It serves its purpose. We're fine with it. And finally, not finally for the Disney tape. Oh no, I think there are some other Disney tapes in here, but we'll find out. This one actually I picked up today at a flea market. It's Atlantis: The Lost Empire. I'm surprised I didn't already have this one. But yeah, Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Great movie. Very underrated. Disney, I think at the time it didn't do well, but over the years it has grown its respective following, and people love it for, the characters and the animation and, the visuals. It's good. It's a good one. It's not, I will admit it's not one of Disney's best, but I do really enjoy it, and they need to put her in the Disney Princess franchise. She deserves it. Next up, I have VHS of one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Ricky Tikki Tavi. Chuck Jones. Oh man, if you've not seen Ricky Tikki Tavi, you have to. If I could ever have a fictional pet, this guy's right on top. This was actually the original story was part of the Jungle Book. Now, when people think Jungle Book, you think, the Disney movie. The story of Mowgli was like one part of that whole thing. The Jungle Book was a series of stories. And there was this. Chuck Jones also did a version of the Jungle Book, or Mowgli's Brothers, I think it was called. And in my opinion, it's superior to the Disney one. It's way better, even though it's shorter. Then there was another one he did called The White Seal, which was also very good. Anything Chuck Jones has been involved in has been great. But yeah, Ricky Tikki Tavi, he's a mongoose, and he fights snakes, and he's adorable. Dude is awesome. Yeah, Ricky Tikki Tavi, one of my favorites. Put him over here. Next up, I got a couple of cheapos recently. These I got real cheap, and I'm mostly doing this because of the fact that, fun fact, I'm back on Instagram. Link is in the description below if you want to check me out, Rob the Wonderful on Instagram. I've mostly been posting pictures of my VHS collection, and I think there's going to... a lot of these may have made it up there already, and the rest haven't, so you're getting a little preview of what's to come. I picked this one up, Rugrats Easter, because it was super cheap, and I like to try and post things on Instagram, like related to an upcoming holiday, and Easter is not far off. Yeah, Rugrats Easter. I don't think I've ever seen this. This is like later Rugrats when they added this character. Rugrats was okay. It's not exactly a show that kept my attention, and yeah, I preferred Rocco. What's funny about this one, does not have the signature orange VHS that Nickelodeon has always had. That's kind of surprising. I have a Ren and Stimpy tape that hasn't the orange VHS. I don't think I have any other Nickelodeon tapes, surprisingly. But yeah, that's kind of weird. No orange VHS tape. Strange. Keeping up with the holiday stuff. In fact, I'm going to show these off together because they kind of go together. I have Peanuts Classic, Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown, and Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. This one's I'm going to be sitting on for a while because Thanksgiving's a way off. Valentine's Day is coming up, so I'll probably post this for Valentine's Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day one. This is the one where Charlie Brown didn't get any Valentines. Very relatable. And then the Thanksgiving one where do they have a picture of it? There's Snoopy carving the turkey. They have their own Thanksgiving party, and Snoopy puts out toast and pretzels and jelly beans and popcorn as the Thanksgiving meal. And it's funny because I see people around Thanksgiving time posting pictures of themselves doing that. Gotta love the Peanuts. All right, next up. Here's a movie that sure existed. We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. I don't remember if this movie is good or not. It's very weird. It's a very strange movie. It's like some scientist goes back in time to capture dinosaurs, but then he makes them smart, and then they get stuck in modern day New York, and then hijinks ensue, and various other stuff happens. Yeah. I don't remember. This might be one of those movies that was just better as a kid. I actually saw this in the theater, which is a funny story about that. I actually showed up to the theater late. Well, me and my family and everyone that went to go see it. We showed up late, so we got to the part where the dinosaurs were in the spaceship with the scientist guy, and they were already like this. They were originally just regular ferocious dinosaurs, and he gave them some drugs or something that made them family friendly. So I never knew about that first part where the dinosaurs were crazy. I just always thought they were like this. But anyway, yeah. We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. Here's another one from people's childhoods, including mine. Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web, the original. This was a great movie to watch as a kid. And my God, will it... Charlotte. It'll make you cry. If you ever wanted to feel sympathy for a spider, just watch this movie. Not much else to say about it. It's fine. It's a fine movie. It's very old, so there you go. And even though this isn't animated, I'm going to... maybe there weren't other Disney movies involved in this. Huh. Well, maybe there are. I still haven't gone through this stack over here. Speaking of... this is Disney now, but I found A Muppet Christmas Carol. I don't think I've seen this movie in a very long time. In fact, let me move you over there. We'll put the Disney with the Disney, what is now Disney. I've not watched this version of the Christmas Carol in a long time. Everyone loves it. It's just very memorable. You've got, what's his name? Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah, Michael Caine. And he's just playing it up so well. And I think he's said in interviews that, just because you're going to be in a movie that might be bad, that doesn't mean you should be bad in that movie. And that is good advice for acting. Even though this movie definitely is not bad. It's the Muppets. You rarely go wrong with the Muppets. But there you go. There's all the clamshells. Now let's look at the regular VHS tapes. And some of these I probably don't have a lot to say about. Yes, there is another Disney one in there. So we'll get to that. Some of these I don't really have a lot to say about, so we're probably going to go through these quickly. Care Bears. This was a 2004 release? 2004, yeah, there it is. I believe this is the original Care Bears cartoon, a later release of it, yeah. Care Bears, what can you say? It's Care Bears. Everyone loves Care Bears, and you have to, because if you don't care, then they show up and mess up your house or something. No, they won't do that. So here's a bit of an obscure one. Dot and the Whale. So Dot, I actually have another VHS of Dot and the Kangaroo. Dot is like a Australian cartoon series about this girl who makes friends with animals, and there's like I think an educational element to it, but it's also kind of weird and trippy, as a lot of old cartoons go. I've seen some of it. It's very, it's pretty out there. I'm sure a lot of Australian children have very fond memories of growing up with Dot. We in the States were not so lucky. We got stuff like this. Hunchback of Notre Dame from, is this Good Times? Is this good? No, it's Golden Films. It's Golden Films. Any fans of Phelan Portis out there? It's the one with the talking instruments. So in the 90s, there was some companies that were trying to capitalize on Disney films by putting out stuff like this, alternate versions of their own making. And I believe Disney got mad at a lot of them and sued some of them. You can still find a lot of these on like compilation DVDs and stuff. But yeah, it was funny that I found this. So figured I'd pick it up. Why not? So in America, we also had this. Arthur and the Knights of Justice. God, I love that theme song. So King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, which was like a very weird show. It was like, okay, so the premise was like a bus full of football players got sent back in time to Camelot, and they had to become the Knights of the Round Table. And they all had, superpowers with their armor and stuff. And so, yeah, that's, yep, them's his cartoons, all right. I don't remember if it was any good or not. It might be one worth revisiting. Apparently, the SNES game was kind of underrated in terms of, a licensed game, which is very, very rare. But yeah, there's King Arthur and Knights of Justice. This one's a little bit damaged, but that's okay. It's kind of a rare find, so I'll allow it. I'll show these two off together because they kind of go together. I guess I'll show these off at Christmas time. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty the Snowman. I love finding the Rankin Bass stuff on VHS. I think I have a bunch of other ones on VHS. I also have, I think I have the Blu-ray set. I'm looking over at the shelf there. Yeah, I think I bought the Blu-ray set a while ago, but the VHSs are always a delight to find. These, I like how similar they are. They kind of go together, which is why I showed them together. But yeah, Rudolph, Frosty, they need almost no introduction, I think. People love them Rudolph and Frosties. All right, so next up, I did have an actual Disney VHS that I found. Disney Sing-Along Songs Friend Like Me, Volume 11. I have a Christmas version of this. I posted it onto the Instagram some while ago. But yeah, I do like finding these. I had one as a kid, but I don't remember which one it was. It was like, I'm trying to remember, there was one song on there. It wasn't from one of the Disney animated movies. I think it was from a live action film. It was a song about bugs. It was like the Bugaloo Bugs or something like that. I don't remember. I'm going to have to look that up. But yeah, this one's got Aladdin on there, I guess, which is one of, if not my favorite Disney film. So there you go. Not much else to say about that. All right, moving on. We have, here was a good find. EXO Squad. I don't know if there were any other EXO Squad VHS tapes, but these were sealed. So that was a must-have. Whenever I find a sealed VHS tape of something substantial, you know I gotta get it. But yeah, there's it's had some stickers on there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, EXO Squad is a very underappreciated show, I think. It's basically like a American-made mech series that was, made for American audiences. I don't know if there was any before that. I mean, we had like Voltron and Robotech, but those were like originally Japanese. I think this is the first maybe it wasn't produced in the U.S. Maybe it was Canada. I don't remember. Western for the Western audience. Were there other mech series for the Western or not non-anime? I don't think so. There was going to be some. There was going to be a American-made Gundam show called Doozy Bots. And, boy, look into that. I did a video on it on the main channel. And, yeah. Oof. In a parallel timeline, Rob did a cartoon clip show on that show. Oof. That's all I'm going to say about that. Speaking of cartoon clip show, here's something I was reminded of. And this might be on the chopping block for an upcoming review once I get in gear and finish the review I'm working on. So, Raggedy Ann and Andy, the adventures of Raggedy Ann and Andy. Raggedy Ann and Andy, I think people know, the toys, the dolls, which are, quite beloved and been around for a very, very long time. Longer than me, if you can believe that. Longer than my parents, I think. Well, the toys, I think, were produced in the 60s, but the characters have been around since, like, early 20th century or something like that. But yeah, it's just, dolls and toys having adventures. In the 80s, they had a Saturday morning cartoon, The Adventures of Raggedy Ann and Andy. It was only 13 episodes long, I think. I actually do have the DVD copy of it. Yes, they did release a DVD, but I found VHS tapes of it, and that was kind of a neat find. Yeah, they had like wacky adventures. They fought like wizards, and they went to space, and they fought whatever that thing is. And yeah, I don't remember if it was like in the presented as in the imagination of their owner, or if they just like had a secret life or something. But I don't know. I vaguely remember seeing it on TV, and it feels like one of those things I kind of want to revisit. So that might be... I think this will be a good transition after my He-Man retrospective. We went hard with He-Man. Let's go soft with Raggedy Ann and Andy, because people love them. All right, so there's those. I'm gonna display these like this. So finally, and these are something that I did, in fact, get off of eBay. Something that I've been trying to get for a while. Thundercats. I got Volume 2 and Volume 3. I actually have Volume 4. It's on the shelf. That is actually my tape from when I was young. I should have gone over to the thing and gotten it. Oh well. Too late now. But yeah, I've been wanting to get the Thundercats VHS tapes for a long time. This one is Poom Ra. This is the one where Mum Ra disguises as a sexy cat man and seduces Chitara or something like that. But yeah, not. I like how uninspired the tape is. I think it's only got one episode on it, hence the giant reels. But there's that one, and then there's Spitting Image, where Mum Ra has a fake Panthro who's evil, and they have to fight. Yeah, I gotta find Volume 1. I don't remember how many tapes there are, but I've been really trying to get there. I love the artwork on these, by the way. Look at that. That's like this one more so, but I guess this is a little bit more closer to the show. This kind of rivals like Masters of the Universe artwork, in my opinion. Good old Thundercats. It's a shame that Warner Brothers saw to it that you will never see the light of day again. Thanks, guys. It's only my favorite show of all time. Well, that's not true, but it's a show that I grew up on and really love. All right, well, that does it. That's the haul. Quite a haul. I might have to wait till I accumulate more. So yeah, let me know what you thought about this. What was your favorite thing of this pile of tapes that and the action figures too? What was your favorite thing that I showed off in this video? Did you find any good hauls yourself recently? I'd love to know that. I don't know if I don't know how often I'm going to do this, because like I said, the VHS pickings have been slim, but I figure maybe we'll wait some time and check in with some of my usual spots and let it accumulate just like we did this time. All right, well, that'll be it for me today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be sure to like and comment under the video. Go check out my Instagram as well. Again, link is in the description. And check out my other videos. And I will see you guys later.